The first problem I want to talk about is honestly social media. Social media and your circle. It is one of the things that will hinder you so much because most of it is fake. Even if it looks very real, um it's fake because it's not the whole story. It's just that simple. It's clips. It's successes, and it's messing up a lot of people just in general. Women, I mean, females and males, where we want more than we ever wanted before. We don't feel like that certain things are just enough. Um, I can imagine 30, 40 years ago, when people say keep up with the Joneses, they were just looking at the people next door to them. It goes even further, 50, 60 years ago, they were just looking at people just in their neighborhood. The celebrities were, people in their neighborhood that were doing very well. A super celebrity is somebody that you can only see on television, right? You didn't even know what a Lamborghini looked like. You didn't even know what Dubai truly looked like. But now the fact that it's everything is in the palm of our hand, we could research it within a second and see whatever we want to see and be like, I want that. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting better for yourself. But when it becomes to a point where it's getting us in cyclical damage, as far as we're just hurting ourselves in many ways because we're trying to take shortcuts versus putting out a plan, saying these are the steps that I'm going to take, this is what I enjoy doing, and continuing to move forward. And even if those are things that you have to do that you don't enjoy to get to where you enjoy doing, it's a plan. It's something that you have. So once again, the first thing in reality that you have to stop is comparing yourself. Cut off social media. Maybe allow yourself to be on there once a week, or only cut down to one social media platform, and such as YouTube, such as this platform, YouTube. You're on YouTube. It's an educational learning platform. Picking up other hobbies, exercising, reading. These are things that are tried and true. You have to be healthy, mind, body, spirit. You have to be healthy to move forward in life. If you don't put that into your body and understand that I'm eating healthy, I seen a comment about, why do Americans eat like they have free health insurance? And I'm like, wow, that's funny because we don't take care of ourselves. But that is the basis of what I'm trying to say, taking care of yourself. So one, stop comparing. Two, yes, we have to work, especially while young. There are times where we can set a time space to do things for fun, even if it's going out, right? It don't have to be the extreme, but if I'm putting in 40, 50, 60 hours a week to do something, right now, for example, I'm a videographer, I'm a photographer. I do have a 9 to 5 doing videography, but I also do videography and photography on the side as business. But I also have kids, right? So finding other things to do outside of that, I may work 40, 50 hours a week, but I also know, because of my position, that I decide to spend time with my kids and don't take the opportunities away from them. From you, it may be different. If you're younger, you don't have children, but you want to go out, you want to do something, you want to spend time with friends, you have a relationship, but it got to be stern with that relationship. Hey, I can only go out once a month. I can only go to dinner, once a month. Other than that, these are the things that I'm doing this is the time that I can only spend, especially when you have it, planned out, written out. Because at the end of the day, there's so many, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, that are working, 40, 50, and 60 years that are working extremely hard, or just trying to catch up with bills, trying to catch up with things. And, they had their life to live. But as a young man, especially a young man, even, young women could take heed to this. Work while you can, build something important, build something that means something to you, build something that could be passed down. Don't be afraid of work, and don't overindulge in what you deem as fun, as going out to concerts, going out to this, going out to that all the time. There's times and places for that, but don't make that a end all be all, unless that's your career and that's just what you're doing to make income, because later down the line you're going to suffer for it, because you're going to be around those people that do decide to do it all the time and can't get ahead, right? And within that, I touched on it a little bit, is having the right people around you, including relationships. If you're going to be in a relationship, there has to be boundaries and understanding with that when it also comes to, at a young age, I want to say under 30s and even your early 30s, definitely not making that something to where it will hinder you. And my point is, like, it's different for many people, but also the same for many people. If that relationship is healthy, you will see growth. Point blank, period. You will see growth in your finances. You will see growth in other relationships around you. You will see growth. If you start to see negative effects on your life, on your lifestyle, you're losing sleep, you're not focused, you're not getting projects done that you need to get done, you're arguing, you're in negative headspaces, you're not around the people that you feel like you should be around to learn, or to bounce ideas off of, or to also just build healthy conversation with. It's not worth. You need to get out quick. But if it's healthy, I wouldn't go against it, right? It's if it's a healthy thing. And just last but not least, know what you want. Know what you want out of life. And how you know what you want, you have to assess those things. Try different things. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to learn new things. That's why reading is important, because when you read, you read an idea, you're like, oh wow, I didn't know that this existed. Let me try that. Or if you take classes, if you pay for mentorships or classes, they open your mind up to new things. Now, once again, take everything with a grain of salt, because you don't want to get into a mentorship or a class and not have positive feedback beforehand on why this is important, or why I want to do this. Why am I paying for this? Right? And I ain't selling nothing. I'm just saying in general, because I've taken classes, and certain classes have helped me depending on what I'm trying to learn at that time, and I wanted specific insight on it. But be intentional about life. It could be gone at any minute, and I'm saying this because I've seen funerals happen, consistently. The things happen in the world that take people away, and